This is Roger Struckoff with Syscon TV. We're at day 2 of Cloud Expo East in New York in the year 2015. And I'm sitting right now with Seth Bostock with IndependenceIT. Welcome. We talked to you before. It's good to see you again. What's been going on in your world the last few months?
Well, quite a bit has actually continued to change with IndependenceIT. We're really excited where we are, and here we're actually displaying some of our new capabilities around single application automation and workflow for delivery of single apps. We've just seen a huge influx of new partners coming into our ecosystem and partners building unique offerings on top of our API set. So we're very excited to see kind of new and expanded uses of our software and the APIs that really create the different actions and automation workflow that we have. So I think as time goes on, we're going to see more unique platforms. For instance, we have a partner down in Florida who has built their own product called Cielo on top of our API set that really helps onboard customers to the cloud. They've made migration simple, and then everything from network assessment and discovery to onboarding. Another partner has really made a nice package around our capabilities and for ISV enablement, allowing basically recipes for apps to be delivered seamlessly to customers with different ISV titles. Other folks building capabilities in the Parallels ecosystem and delivering through their channel. So we're working right now with a lot of our elite partners to help them build out their channels and just continue to scale their businesses as well as ours.
It's the API economy, stupid. I'm going to make a T-shirt that says that. We could get rich, making these T-shirts. I mean, I'm hearing this all over the place. I mean, this is not a new concept, but let's talk a little bit about that. It's sort of like freeing capabilities to build things into the cloud. I mean, is that sort of your take on that?
It is. Our view of the world is that people want to consume technology kind of in their own stack and how they're used to working. So it's more about functionality that they need and automation and workflow. And if you can deliver that through API that they can integrate into the way they work today and just enhance their workflow and add automation, that's key. So our view is, our product is agnostic at the cloud platform or the hypervisor layer, as well as from a protocol perspective, and just giving partners a high degree of flexibility. And I think as time goes on in general, we're going to see more and more companies taking this open API approach where you can build on top of it, integrate it into other solutions. You're seeing it even with some of the public drives now with Box and what they're doing and other products. And it's our view of the world as well that it's how software should be built.
Who are your customers these days? And has that evolved any over, say, the last 6 months, year or so?
It has. So, yeah, great question. So our customers range from MSPs to what we call some of our elite partners. And our elite partners are companies, like I was describing, who have built their own solutions on our API set. And those companies would be Nginx, Itopia. We have large ISVs like Viewpoint Construction Software or SwiftPage, which has the brand Act, as well as service integrators and a bunch of other folks that are delivering either single applications or workspace as a service to end users. But we're seeing basically our product get kind of pulled up the stack to even larger organizations now because they're also in need of a high degree of automation and workflow.
Is that automation that, with the name Independence, there's a big thought there. Independence from what or independence of what? So
yeah, it's independence. It's really freedom of choice, right? In terms of the platform and the protocols that you use and having flexibility, and that's what we pride ourselves on. And I think there was even a recent article that came out about us that called us the Switzerland of workspaces because, again, the independence, right? And so we want to be very flexible in working with our partners.
You want to be known as the neutral ones, yes. but probably not the ones that grab all the money and keep it. We'll take all the money you can get. Yeah. You're very neutral about that as well.
Well, so, I think we have probably a more.
You're agnostic about that.
Well, to some degree, yes. Yeah. We'll take U.S. dollars though. It would be good. Yeah. Okay. But we try to be very flexible to work with our partners and provide them a high degree of integration with their existing tools.
I'll throw a little curveball here just for fun. It's like from an old game show. What's the weirdest thing a customer's ever asked you to do? I mean, you must face a lot of challenges, unique challenges.
Yes.
What sort of unique things could you talk about that you've solved?
So, well, from our perspective, I mean, this is a great win for us too. We had an ISV that came to us and asked for us to assist them in the delivery of their web application. So they're leveraging our API from their front-end web store, does the company user creation, license management, and infrastructure creation for that company. The problem they were having, though, is the web app for them was a lighter weight version of their traditional client-server software. And some of the user companies required use of that client-server piece as well. They didn't have a way to combine both their web app and their client-server app to the same database and deliver to the same customer. Our software and API set allowed them to do that with very little human intervention. And so that was a unique use case that we were able to solve. But we've even had people come to us that have been looking to leverage our automation workflow for even physical devices, which has been something we've never contemplated. And this is what's interesting about having an API-driven product is that, as to your point, all these use cases start to pop up, and we just have to pick and choose which ones stay in our wheelhouse, because we're very good at what we do in terms of workspace automation, and we're going to stay there. But we get asked some interesting things.
So you can hit the curveball. It sounds like, or at least some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah. So, in summary, what's your URL? Let's tell everyone that, and why should people contact you? Why should they do business with you?
Sure, so IndependenceIT.com. People should do business with us. If you're looking for a way to build a better workspace, a high degree of automation and workflow, you can leverage any of the existing products in the space, whether it's Citrix, Microsoft, or VMware. We just basically take all of the manual and complicated tasks and provide you with a high degree of automation and workflow. So thank you very much.
There you go. We've been sitting here for a few minutes with Seth Bostock of IndependenceIT. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching. For Syscon TV, this is Roger Struckoff.